Today I'll be explaining Unicode. This is episode 1, so we'll be doing basic Latin. This is null. Null is the first Unicode counter. It is a control counter. It does not have much use. This is character tabulation. Also known as the horizontal tabulation or just tab. It's a control counter that tabulates a counter. This is line lead. This is LF, which is its short name. It's also called new line, NL, and end of line, shortened as EOL. It is used in finance calculators, and it basically means like a money feed. This is line tabulation. It tabulates a line. It's also called VT, which is short for vertical tabulation. This is form feed, shortened as FF. It is also used in finance calculators, normally shown at a plant workplace for special reasons. This is carriage return, shortened as CR. It is another control counter used representing a usage for returning a heavy container. This is shift out. It shifts out your counters into a new line, which we'll get into the bottom of it shortly. This is shift in, known as locking shift 0 in 8-bit environments. Wait, hold on. This is the data link escape. It is a control counter used to escape a link that you accidentally clicked on, like a virus link. This is the first device control. It is the device control. There's the second device controller, third device controller, fourth device controller, and so on. Because as you take a break from those on the Unicode pad. This is negative acknowledge. It has a visible form, but we'll get to that in the future. It basically represents the opposite of a check mark. And they basically mean that you are dumb. This is synchronous idle. It is used to lighten the idle of any paragraph. This is the end. This is end of transmission block. It is a special counter. Is a control counter only used in Unicode that is intended for Unicode system's use. Basically, when you type it in, it ends the transmission of a block. This is cancel. It is sort of like delete, but cancels everything you typed instead of just deleting one counter. This is the end of medium. It is another control counter used to end a in between of a lowercase and an uppercase letter. This is a substitute. It has a visible form called the replacement counter, which many of you know as the thing that represents a unknown character, as its name for replacement character. But we will get into its meaning soon. I mean, not soon, but in the future it will eventually. This is its shape. It has a visual thing, but we're not showing it today. It's basically the same thing as the visual thing. Okay, this is the fourth information separator. I don't know why there isn't a first information separator, but okay, I guess. This is the first information separator. Second information separator. First information separator. This, and right before we get to the first visible Unicode, this is the first character that it doesn't have the same name as the last ones before this one. It is the normal space you know for putting a space in your text. And here is the first visible Unicode character. It is your daily exclamation mark, also called a factorial or a bang in math. It is related to these characters, and one of them is invisible. But there is a website that helps you see unrestricted restricted citing characters. This is the quotation mark normally used in books to represent the character talking. It's also called double quote, even though it's the quotation mark itself. It's a neutral vertical used as an opening or closing quotation mark, but there's preferred Unicodes in English for paired quotation marks. If you want to know their codes, their codes are 201C and 201G and 05F4, which is the preferred for writing German, writing Hebrew. This is the number sign, also called the pound and weight, and called a hashtag, which I would call it. Also hash, also known as a crosshatch or octothrope or octothrope. It also can be a replacement for using a sharp in music. This is the dollar sign. It is the currency of the USA. It's also called the Mirias or the escudo. It's used for many peso currencies in Latin America and elsewhere. Sometimes it has two holes, but in this system it's only that. But it can also have two. But it can also have 4 lines because of its sometimes appearance of having 2 lines in hashtagging the S, but other currency and the first currency but I do not know why it's not in 28.0, but I don't know, who cares. This is the % sign, used in percentage of the phone I'm recording on right now. It's only different in Arabic, according to my knowledge. This is the ampersand, also known as the and. It is the lost 27th letter of the English alphabet, but I still count it. But we now use it as a daily symbol, which we can still use. It's originally derivative from a literature of E and T. This is the apostrophe. It is also known as the 27th letter that some people count it as, but I don't really count it because I still count it as a symbol. It was also called an apostrophe quote in version 1.0 of this system. Also called a single quote or an APL quote. It's neutral / vertical to live with misusage. But you can use 2019 for apostrophe instead. You can also use 2018 and 2019. Wait, I already said that. But when when typing in Hebrew, either preferred as 05F3. These are the parentheses. They are used in math, and I don't remember the rest. But you can see discussion on schematics of paired racking characters. This is the asterisk, also called a star. Some people use it as the multiplication sign, since it's easier to just do that in a doodle dot instead of having to insert the special character using the doodle dot feature. But you can also have 5 or 6 spots, which are the little things on the asterisk. This is the plus sign. It is used for the symbol of addition in math. It's basically in math, it's equivalent to n open curly of parentheses to -1 and then n again. This is the comma. It is like the period. It is like a period, but it's like a sub-period. When I first tried doing this, I actually taught semicolon. So that's why I had to remake it. It's also used as a decimal or a thousand separator, and is the local equivalent of that. This is the hyphen minus. It is a thing used to separate the word anti and another word after anti. It's also called a hyphen, dash, or minus. It's used generally for hyphen, minus sign, or n dash, all of which are dedicated alternatives. This is a full stop, also called period, dot, or decimal point. The use of the decimal point is a local dependent, but it may be rendered as a raised decimal point in old style mathematics. This is the solidus, also called slash, forward slash, or virgule. It is used for a different alternate name, but it's also used as division by some people. Now we have our first number. 0 represents nothing. 1 is the first number. This is 2. The second number is denoted by 1 plus 1. This is 3. It is represented by 2.5 plus 1.5 plus 0.5. I think. Its code is a coincidence, doing that this is the number 3 and its code is 0033, which makes it a weird Unicode. This is 4, denoted by 2 plus 2. This is 5, denoted by 2 plus 3. This is 6, denoted by 3 plus 3. This is 7, mostly known as 4 plus 3. This is 8, 4 plus 4. This is 9, 3 plus 3 plus 3. And back to the symbols we do. This is the colon. This is colon. This is colon. It is used as when you're saying something, but you have to add a little description of what you're talking about. It's also used to denote division or scale for that mathematical use. 2,236 is preferred instead. In Finnish and Swedish, it is also used as an intro word punctuation, specifically saying an abbreviation mark. This is a semicolon, which is basically a subcolon. It is a period. It is period plus comma. It is like a colon. It is like this. It is the same as a comma and a period, but instead, it's different, but in a way, but it's still subcolon. In 0.3, and don't even say 0.47. That E, because that's a Greek question mark and not semicolon. This is the less than sign, equal sign, and greater than sign. They are used in math to represent a number less than n, or n is greater than n. Which doesn't make sense because n is equivalent to n. But makes sense in a way because n is just a kind of object replacement in mathematics. This is a question mark. It is used to question people, just like its name. This is a commercial at, more commonly known as an at sign. But in Old Spanish, it is called the arroba and is used as a weight sign in Old Spanish. It is the lost 28th letter of the English alphabet. It's like and, but different. And now we have the first current letter, A, the first letter of the English alphabet. A is one of the tiny vowels of the English alphabet. This is B. It is constant. C, constant. D, constant. E, constant. F, constant. G, constant. H, constant. I, vowel. J, constant. K, constant. L, constant. M, constant. N, constant. O, vowel. P, constant. Q, constant. R, constant. S, constant. T, constant. U, constant. Vowel. V, constant. W, constant. X, constant. Y, semi-vowel. It is a strange letter. It is a strange letter because it is half vowel and half constant at the same time. This is Z, the last letter of the English alphabet, of the Latin alphabet, unless if you want to extend to adding accent marks or old Latin letters. These are the open square brackets and the useless reverse altus, which is more commonly known as a backslash. They are used in math. They were both called opening/closing curly brackets in version 1.0, but that's canceled. This is the circumflex accent. Also commonly mistaken for a carrot. It is the first accent in this series. It is a spacing character and is also used in ASCII based representation of exponentation. This is the low line. It was called the spacing underscore in version 1.0 of system. It is another spacing character and it can also technically is another accent. It also joins the adjacent of instance itself. This is the grave accent. It is the last accent of this episode. It's also called a bat tick or a bat quote. It is a space and is of course another spacing character. Because I'm pretty sure that all accents are spacing characters. In some technical constants, functions as opening quote paired with apostrophe. These are all the lowercase letters, but they don't matter anyways. This is the open curly bracket and closed curly bracket. They originally called the opening/closing curly bracket in version 1.0, but that doesn't matter. They're also called the left/right brace. Why can't we talk about the vertical line, also known as a vertical bar or pipe? I like to call them bracketable bars because of symbol lore. It is used in pairs to indicate absolute. It is also used in math as an absolute value. It is also an unpaired separator or as a fence. This is the tilde. The kind of like the silly before the storm of the beginning of the next episode. It is typically another accent mark, and it's because it's a spacing character. And here is the storm. This is the ending of basic Latin, and it is the start of the end of this thing. It is the start of the next episode, which is called Latin, which is called Latin 1 supplement. It is the delete. It is a control character called delete. When this character is typed, any character before it gets deleted. It's kind of like the clear one I was talking about, but the delete one just only deletes one character. And there's also two different characters that is used for it, and their codes are 6,429 and 1,992. So, goodbye. See you in the next episode of Recoracode. Bye.